Okay, you guys, so I watched the Demon Slayer movie. Here are my thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to all of the things. All of that stuff does really help my channel out here, and I am just a tiny channel trying to grow something. So without further ado, let's go ahead and yap about some anime. So spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say like a crazy ton, but I did just want to talk about my experience for a little bit. So first off, I saw it in 4DX. I would recommend seeing it in 4DX if at all possible, even if it's your second or third round, even if you have to drive an hour and a half to go see it. I drove an hour. I had to go see it in 4DX. I was literally feeling things and air on my legs. When people were getting stabbed, it was poking me in the back. There was water coming out with the water breathing technique. There was water coming out in like all different kinds. There was wind everywhere. There was smoke. It was a literal roller coaster. I'll post a little bit of what I tried to do, and I was literally trying to stay as like still as I could, and it was just shaking so crazy, and it was absolutely awesome and epic. I saw Attack on Titan in 4DX, and it was nothing compared to the Demon Slayer 4DX. It was just wild. There was lights going everywhere whenever the lightning scenes were happening. The only complaint that I have is that it didn't have subtitles, even though it was in dub. I will be reacting to the sub version that will be up on my channel just whenever everybody else posts theirs. And yeah, so let's talk about the animation for a little bit. The animation in Demon Slayer is out of this world. Out of this world. Their budget has to be absolutely massive, and I'm sure that it is, but like, it's out of this world. It's definitely the best animation out of any anime that I have seen so far. Demon Slayer was my gateway into anime, so it definitely holds a very special place in my heart. Rengoku forever. When Tomioka and Tanjiro were fighting Akaza, he got his mark finally, Tomioka did, and that was freaking epic. So epic. I was so ready for that because I feel like he doubts himself a little bit, and I'm like, dude, stop doubting yourself. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I feel like he doubts himself. When Kocho was fighting Doma, that scene was literally insane. I didn't know that she had the ability to go so hard, number one, but also like with the poison and everything with the insect, it was freaking crazy, dude. The fact that he still absorbed her and killed her was insane. That's gonna be traumatizing for anybody who watches that. And I mean, we already lost her sister, so it was really, really sad that he has taken both of their lives now. When Akaza killed himself, basically, when he was like ripping himself apart, the theater was kind of laughing, like straight up, like they busted out in laughter. And I was like, what a part of this is funny to y'all? Like, I'm sorry. I don't think it's funny at all. I don't know why y'all think it's funny. I don't know why anybody's laughing right now. Like, it was not funny. Regardless of him being a demon, like it wasn't a funny moment in my opinion. It was like really, I was like, holy crap, this is really serious. So whenever I was watching it the first time and I was alone, I was crying, but whenever I was watching it in the theaters, everybody was laughing, and I was just like, what? His whole backstory was really crazy. The only thing that I really heard, which was not a spoiler by any means, was that we were gonna get a lot of the backstory at the end, and it's gonna seem like it's long, but it's for a purpose, which is about the demons and all of the demons having a past. Now, it seems that the upper rank demons all have either a traumatic past, were really bad people to begin with, or it probably was linked to trauma to a certain degree, and I think that is a little telling. Whenever he finally ended up like completely disintegrating and passing away, he saw his lady, I forget her name, but his girl, and it made me wonder, do all demons see their loved ones when they disintegrate and when they go away? Like, do they have like a heaven per se? Are they all still connected like that way? I don't know. It was interesting. It made me think, and I would love to know your thoughts on it. because I don't know, it made me think a lot. And I was just like, obviously not everybody who gets turned into a demon was a bad person to begin with. Obviously, look at Nezuko. I don't know. It was interesting. So I'm curious to see about that. I don't think that we also got to see Zenitsu pop off as much as anticipated. Yes, he did pop the off, but was it as much as I thought it was going to be? Possibly not. I don't know. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I'm not saying he didn't pop off, because he did pop off, but I just kind of thought we were going to get a longer segment of him on screen than we got. Seeing Zenitsu with his gramps, that was tough. That was really, really tough. I didn't like that scene. I didn't like that scene at all. It really pulled on my heartstrings. And yeah, that one was rough. Him having to fight and defeat, I think it was upper 6. I'm pretty sure it was upper 6 that he defeated, and that was really tough to see because he grew up with him and kind of trained with him, and yes, that was tough for sure. We didn't really get a Nosuke on screen too much, but I feel like we just started with Infinity Castle. Like, I know that movie was 2.5 hours long and it was pretty packed full, but I feel like we still have a lot of story and a lot of unanswered questions and a long way to go. I was under the impression that more Hashira were going to die than actually did, which yay, but also is it just prolonged? Were the manga readers saying that it was happening in Infinity Castle, or just like Infinity Castle as a whole? Because like, I don't know, were they talking about this movie segment, or are people gonna continue to like die? Or are we gonna see more Hashira die? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm curious. I don't want anybody to like spoil anything in the comments, especially if you're a manga reader. Please don't like spoil things, but I am curious to see how that kind of all plays out. So definitely this movie gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I think the art was amazing. The animation is just out of this world. Seeing it in 4DX was absolutely fantastic. I can't even explain to you how good it was in 4DX, because it was like literally a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster physically and mentally and emotionally. Like mentally and emotionally just as much as it was like a physical, me like moving around going crazy in that seat. I saw some like really young kids there, and I was like, y'all are really young, but they were kind of going crazy. At one point it was really funny because like this kid I guess had to go to the bathroom, and you could like hear him like literally running down the hall. So I'm like, chill dude, it'll be here when you get back, and it'll eventually be on Crunchyroll. Like, calm down. But it was kind of funny. But anyways, I would love to know what your thoughts were on the movie. If you have any predictions for what's going to happen, please no spoilers from the manga readers. We don't like that on this channel. But I would love to know your thoughts, and if you've seen it. Hopefully you've seen it if you're watching this, because like this might have some spoilers in there, so I definitely, you know, this isn't like a super detailed thing. These are just a couple of random notes that I like wanted to kind of hit on, and I kind of just wanted to make a video about me rambling about the movie. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for another video. I just kind of wanted to like put my rambles into a video. I know that this is kind of a chaotic style of video, but I just got home and I wanted to yap about anime for a little bit. So I appreciate you listening to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.